Thankfully, it hadn't gotten too crazy. Hello, hello, hello. Yay, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening for everybody. Hope everyone is having a good morning. Oh, thank you, honey. All right. So hello, my name is Rebecca Dragonheart, and I'm a psychic medium. I've been doing my work now for 30 years. We're going to do a Q&A session here on my live, so there's a few different ways to get your questions answered. The easiest one is hit that like button. We do 5 free questions every 50,000 likes. So hit away, and we'll go through how you can get a guaranteed question answered here on the live, okay?
All right, hello everyone. So in order to get your questions answered and be put on the list, click the picture in the top left corner, click it again, and press the link in the bio. There you'll find the donate button. Click your donation amount and make sure to fill in all of your information. If you're having any issues making a donation, make sure to clear your cache and history in your TikTok settings. And as always, you can visit our live support and our link in bio. There you can also find all our official links and our website. A $10 donation will get you a guaranteed question answered. $15 gets you 3 questions answered. $25 gets you 5 questions answered. And $50 will get you 10 questions answered. Also, as you all know, at the end of the live, we will be doing a giveaway for our top gifter, one of our subscribers on this live, and that includes any new subscribers, and a live audience member from both TikTok and Instagram, as well as a giveaway for a Rebecca Dragonheart original mug.
Here you go. You got stuck.
Alright, so stick around until the end. And we can get started with 5 free questions from here in the comments, so feel free to start putting in some free questions, everyone, on both TikTok and Instagram.
That's right.
Let's see here. Our first one is from Veronica. Yeah, okay, why not? 1111, who says, will I be able to move this year?
So it does look like a yes, but it feels to me like it's not happening till around November, okay, honey? Yeah.
Alright. Our next question here is from Desiree Rodriguez, who says, do you still see Brian and I seeing each other in September? If so, when in September? Thank you.
So it's around 2.5, 3 weeks is what they're saying, so a little bit in.
Alright, our next question is from Priscilla. Priscilla says, will my finances change anytime soon?
I'm not hearing a change for about 6 months, honey. So it looks like it's a bit of up and down until around 6 months, and then it seems to stabilize a bit for you, okay?
Alright. Our next question here is from Andrea. Andrea says, do you see a relationship for me this year?
No, sorry, honey. It's about 7 months away.
Alright, and our last question here is from Ruth. Ruth says, will Jason reach out to me this week?
Not this week. It looks like it's going to be about 2.5 weeks. Yeah.
Alright, thank you so much, everyone. And remember to keep on tapping the screen, because at 50,000 likes, we'll do another 5 free questions from the comments.
That's right.
Thank you so much, everyone. I'm going to go over our list here and how to get on said list.
Yes.
Alright, so first things first, as you all know, wait 1 second here. In order to get your questions answered and be put on the list, click the picture in the top left corner, click it again, and press the link in the bio. There you'll find the donate button, click your donation amount, and make sure to fill in all of your information. If you're having any issues making a donation, make sure to clear your cache and history in your TikTok settings. And as always, you can visit our live support in our link in bio. There you can also find all our official links and our website. A $10 donation will get you a guaranteed question answered. $15 will get you 3 questions answered. $25 will get you 5 questions answered. And $50 will get you 10 questions answered. Also, at the end of the live, we will be doing a giveaway for our top gifter, one of our subscribers on this live, and that includes any new subscribers, and a live audience member from both TikTok and Instagram, as well as a giveaway for a Rebecca Dragonheart original mug. So stick around until the end.
That's right.
Alright. First on our list here is Sandra Phelps.
Hello,
then
Sandra.
we have Andy Dionarin, then Veronica Gomez, then Amber Lee, then Janice Streibler, then Michelle Placencia, then Britt P., then Aaron Early, then Melissa Bray, then Rita S., then Diane Robles, then Jasmine D., then Shanta R., then Lucy Aratiga, then Mariana Gasca, then Anna Stewart, and that's it for now. Thank you all so much.
And thank you so much for the gift.
All right. Our first question today is from Sandra Phelps. Welcome back, Sandra, who gets 5 questions.
All right.
Sandra's first question here is, good afternoon, ladies. I hope that your day has gone well so far. She says, my first question is, I feel like I'm in a funk. What can I do to get myself out of this?
Okay, so it's really normal during Mercury retrograde to feel this way. So the best thing, honey, to do is honestly to go inside and purge out any old momentum, okay? And a lot of that funk energy, what I'm hearing is just old stuff coming up for you to get rid of, okay? It's not going to last.
All right. Her next question is, will I be okay financially for the next couple months?
You will, yeah.
All right, next question is, will I meet someone at Mindy Barbecue that will be of personal importance in my life as someone in for a relationship?
So what I'm hearing for you is it is definitely important that you do go to the barbecue. I'm not getting a yes on this is where you're meeting your person, but it's definitely where connections need to be made, so it's important for you to go, okay? Even if you feel like you're in a funk, go anyway.
All right. Her next question here is, what do I need to know for the next couple of months?
So I will say for you, the next couple of months, it does feel like you're going to be tested a little bit. Tests are okay. You're going to pass with flying colors. The universe is just going to check to make sure you're ready, one, for the perfect relationship. So it is going to put some people in front of you who might be a bit of a distraction or not the right type of relationship. So make sure that you are checking in before you just decide to date or see anybody, okay? Because you want to make sure that you're not bringing in the wrong vibration or an old momentum is what I hear, okay? So just make sure that you are checking in using your intuition, because your intuition is very strong and you do know when things are going to be right for you or not. You don't always listen to it, but I do hear that you do get the info, okay? So paying attention to that. The next couple of months are not going to be like overly difficult. It's just that you do need to be diligent is what I hear, okay?
All right. Next question is, General, as always, thank you for answering all my questions, and I hope you two have a wonderful day.
Aw, thank you so much, honey. Okay, so again with you, your intuition is very strong, so start practicing and using it a little bit more regularly. Your guides do want you paying attention to the information that they're sharing with you, because the more you pay attention, the stronger your intuition can grow, and the more you will be in alignment to what you're here to do and what you're here for, okay? So paying attention is really a big part of it.
All right. Thank you so much, Sandra. That's it for her.
Okay.
Our next question is from Andy Dionarin. Welcome back, Andy.
Hi, Andy.
It's 5 questions.
All right.
Andy's first question is, should I stick to my original business plan or should I do something else?
No, they say stick to what you have already down. Yeah, stick to the original plan is what I'm hearing very loudly. Yeah.
All right. Andy's next question is, when will my business be successful?
So it does look like there is going to be a bit of a lull at first, but I'm seeing towards the end of 2024 and beginning of 2025, it really peaks. So it is going to take a little bit of effort up until that point. They're saying don't give up because it's worth the work, okay? So the effort's there for a little bit. It's not nearly as long as it could have been, is what I hear. So it's definitely good. It is.
All right. Andy's next question is, will I go on the Bali vacation next year with Irina?
So I do hear you will be going to Bali next year. Yes, it does look like this is going to happen.
With Irina? Mm-hmm. All right. His next question is, will I marry Irina?
So you will have the opportunity to ask this question, and it does feel to me like, yes, the two of you are in alignment for each other, but you need to be a little bit more communicative in the relationship. So when it comes to the two of you, be very open-hearted specifically is what they're saying, and just be honest and open with this individual, and then yes, this alignment works for you, okay? If you have anything in there that you keep secrets or you keep held back, it's going to slow the momentum of the relationship is what I hear, okay?
All right, and Andy's last question is, will I have kids with Irina? If yes, how many?
So I hear you will have 2, yes.
All right, thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
Our next question here is from Veronica Gomez.
Hey,
Welcome
Veronica.
back, Veronica, who gets 3 questions.
All right.
Veronica's first question here is, do you still see us moving to Santa Monica? If so, when?
Yeah, so I still hear yes for Santa Monica. Now, it does feel like the timeline is not set. So that means that it could be in the later part of 2024, or it could be 2025 is what they say. So it really depends on how you move things along is what they're saying, okay? So it really depends on your trajectory and your emotions. So if you get really serious now and you really focus, it looks like it'll be sooner rather than later. But at this time, it's not really set yet, okay? Because there are some things kind of in the way energetically that are coming at you that are kind of slowing things down from the timeline that you were meant to have, okay?
All right. Our next question is, what new information would my guides want me to know about at this moment?
I would say more than anything for you, practice more of the communication with them. It really feels like you've been struggling to listen or to hear them. And so practice just, 5 minutes or 10 minutes every day of just asking for a sign from them that they're there so that you can get a stronger feel of them, if that makes any sense.
All right. And Veronica's last question is, health reading, please.
So I would say with you, it does feel like a little bit slow and lethargic energy right now, but we're coming out of it. So it is kind of normal during this time. You've been through a lot, plus then we're also going through a lot of emotional stuff right now with retrograde. So there's going to be a lot of stuff coming up that is affecting our well-being. I do hear with you, your sleep patterns are inconsistent. So if you can try to get a little bit more stabilized sleep, you may want to do some meditation beforehand. Don't look at any electronics at all for about 2 hours before you go to sleep, because it feels like that will keep you more wired and awake. It really comes down to you've got to take care of yourself. If you don't do it, nobody else is going to do it for you, right? And so you've got to take that serious is what I hear. But with your sleep, you've got to figure out a way of making it consistent. And I know that that can be difficult for some of us. So through meditation, through white noise or music or some kind of like calming energy sounds, this will help you a lot. Okay, honey?
All right. Thank you so much, Veronica. Our next question here is from Amber Lee. Welcome
Hello,
back, Amber,
Amber.
who gets 3 questions.
Okay.
Amber's first question is, morning, ladies. Things have been good with Craig. Is there anything else that I need to know? Things are better since Friday. Monday I've hung out with him yesterday, and he asked me to hang out with him on Friday. Do you still see that happening?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It looks like, you guys are right back on track where you were before. Actually better is what your guys are saying. So, yeah.
All right, Amber's next question is, with me hanging out quite a bit this week while he's on holidays, do we have to worry about Riker going back to his mom's and telling her I was over and caused chaos and fighting for trying to avoid her fighting, but also trying to not let me be an issue coming around? What do you hear? Are we able to avoid that?
Not fully, no. So, Riker's not going to intentionally do anything about saying that you're around, but it is going to come up, and she is the way that she is, so there's not much that you guys can do that's going to stop that anyways. But it's going to be fine. Don't get too caught up on what she's going to feel and what's going to happen and all that, and just really enjoy the moments, honey. Yeah.
All right. The next question, she said, I'll email this one, it's more personal.
Okay.
Yeah, and she says, if you're okay with that.
Of course, yes, absolutely. Yeah.
All right, thank you,
All
Amber.
right, and thank you so much for the gifts, you guys. Those were wonderful.
All right.
You're welcome, honey.
Our next question is from Janice Strigler. Janice gets one question here.
Okay.
1 second.
Okay.
All right, Janice says, Maurice Jenkins and I were talking and enjoying our friendship in the past several weeks. A few days ago, he stopped communicating with me. What's his issue or problem now?
It's not necessarily you is what they're saying. So it does feel like there is some circumstances around this individual. It feels like it's high stress circumstances. It's things that I can't deal with, the stress that's around me right now, so I'm not dealing with anybody is what it feels like. So it's kind of like, I hear that this individual's coming back, so they're not gone for good. You're not ghosted or anything like that, but it just feels like I can't handle things right now, and so I'm shutting down.
All right. Thank you so much, Janice.
Mm-hmm.
That's it for her.
Okay.
And you see a couple people are asking how to get on the list.
Okay.
Just
go over that. Perfect.
All right. So in order to get your questions answered and be put on the list, click the picture in the top left corner, click it again, and press the link in the bio. There you'll find the donate button. Click your donation amount and make sure to fill in all of your information. If you're having any issues making a donation, make sure to clear your cache and history in your TikTok settings. And as always, you can visit our live support in our link in bio. There you can also find all our official links and our websites. A $10 donation will get you a guaranteed question answered. $15 will get you 3 questions answered. $25 will get you 5 questions answered. And $50 will get you 10 questions answered. Also, as you all know, at the end of the live, we will be doing a giveaway for our top gifter, one of our subscribers on this live, and that includes any new subscribers, and a live audience number for both TikTok and Instagram.
Oh, thank you so much, Veronica. That's beautiful.
As well as a giveaway for a Rebecca Dragonheart original mug. So stick around until the end. And yes, thank you so much for the gifts.
Yes, and today is the blue moon, so that was beautiful.
And
perfect. It's a good day for manifesting.
All right, thank you so much. Our next question is from Michelle Placencia. Welcome back, Michelle, who gets 3 questions.
All right.
Michelle's first question is, hi Rebecca and B, hope you ladies are having a great weekend. Thank you, you too. She says, so I had an exciting experience yesterday, or at least I think it was, LOL. I felt as if my heart chakra was opening up. I was thinking about Fernando and I felt this intense emotional excitement. Can you tell me what that was?
That's great. I love that you felt excitement, not fear, because you know that sometimes can come in. So whenever your heart chakra is opening up, you will feel almost like it's almost like when it feels like it's spinning really quickly, right? And it opens up in a way where you're allowing in that energy. You've been really working hard, is what I hear. So you've been working through that resistance that you've had, that fear that you've had, and it feels to me like you really have let that go. You know, during this time, it's easy for us to purge feelings and emotions. So you did a good job with that, I hear. Yeah. Wow, those were all beautiful. Thank you so much, you guys.
She says, I felt it expanding.
Yeah, it's great. And you know, sometimes it can feel like it's going really fast, and it can actually make you feel a little bit nauseous because of how fast it moves. But you did a good job. They're basically showing you've unplugged some of the blockage. Yeah, so right on.
All right. Michelle's next question is, what can I expect for Fernando and I the next upcoming weeks?
So I do hear that both of you are going to start getting a lot closer, and it does feel like you're going to open up and be able to have more authentic conversations, is how they're saying it to me. So when I hear that, that just means that you don't have to hide your feelings. Don't jump into it too quickly, but I do hear that over the next few weeks it is going to shift, and you will be able to talk a little bit more about how you're feeling and what you're actually wanting in the relationship itself.
All right, and her last question is, should I wait for him to confirm for this weekend?
Yeah, I would wait for him to confirm, but I do hear that you guys will connect, so no worries there.
All right, thank you. Our next question here is from Samantha Ramirez. Welcome back. Samantha says, I've been taking new pills for my period, but it has not shown up yet. Am I pregnant?
No, I'm not saying that you're pregnant yet, honey. Yeah, it's not the time for it.
All right, thank you. Our next question is from Britt P. Welcome back, Britt, who gets 3 questions.
All right.
Britt's first question is, if I try to call today, will we talk, or will we have to get off the phone right away or not answer?
I hear y'all talking about 2 days, so it doesn't feel like it's going to happen today, but you can try to call. It doesn't feel like you shouldn't try to call. It just feels like busy.
All right. Britt's next question is, will my new card I ordered be here by Saturday this week?
Yes, they say it will.
All right, and Britt's last question is, has he thought about me today? If so, do you hear what about?
He thinks about you often, honey, and it's always, you know, wanting to make things right with you, but not necessarily knowing what to do or how to do that. Yeah.
All right, thank you so much, Britt. Our next
Thanks
question,
so much for the gifts, you guys. That was like a lot.
All right, our next question here is from Erin Early. Welcome back,
Erin.
Who gets 3 questions.
All right.
Erin's first question is, the girl I met yesterday, is she someone I knew before? We both got goosebumps when we saw each other, and I knew I had to talk to her.
Absolutely. You know, it's so interesting. There's many different things that can happen for us when we meet somebody whose soul we recognize. Goosebumps is one of them. Just feeling this magnetic pull to them, that type of thing, you know. So I hear that you two have had you've been family members, so it looks like you've been siblings before, and you've had a couple of lives together. So this is somebody you've known before, I hear. Yeah, part of your soul family is what they say.
All right, that's awesome.
It is.
The next question is, what should Jason be working on to reveal his higher self?
I would say more than anything, old ideas, old programming, old belief systems is what needs to be shed. Yeah. Now is the best time for that. That's what retrograde is all about.
All right, and Aaron's last question is, more past lives. I'm keeping track, lol.
I love it. I love that you keep track of it. Okay, so I don't know if we talked about you in the Victorian times. It does feel to me like you did have a Victorian life. It feels to me like it was a pretty, I'm not going to say it was luxurious, but you definitely weren't impoverished. So it does feel like you did have some comforts. It looks like you had some things in your home that weren't necessarily found in everybody's home. So technological things is what I'm hearing, okay? And you did have quite the interest in your community in the sense, again, of this healing aspect of things, but you were not allowed, is what I hear. You were not allowed to necessarily actively go out and help or heal. And so you did it through the male people in your life is what I hear. So you were kind of an influence behind the scenes for the male people in your life. Family, it feels like, and then also once you got married, your husband is what I hear. And so you had influence in, I guess it would be medicine, but not directly, is what I hear. Yeah.
All right, thank you so much, Aaron. Our next question is for, sorry, 1 second.
It's okay.
Just gonna get some water.
Sure.
All right, I'm actually just going to read out our list here.
Okay.
Go over how to get on said list.
Sounds good.
All right, our next question here is from Melissa Bray, then Rita S, then Diane Robles, then Jasmine D, then Shanta R, then Lucy Arachida, then Mariana Gasca, then Anna Stewart, then Imani Turner, then Sandy Grove, then Christy Lafortune, then Anna Machuca, then Sabrina Johnson, then Claudia O, then we have Kristen Brill, then Despina Sianao, then Emma Baker, then Connie H, then Iman Al-Nakbi, then Lindsay Aiken, then Emanuela Likiwi, then Huelva Arredondo, then Alex Mantle, then Anita B, then Ruth Burns, then Priscilla Niapatam. After Priscilla is Nicole Inwentash. Then we have Emily Robbins, and that is it for now.
All right.
Thank you all so much. And if you would like to get your questions answered and be put on that list that I just read, click the picture in the top left corner, click it again, and press the link in the bio. There you'll find the donate button. Click your donation amount and make sure to fill in all of your information. If you're having any issues making a donation, make sure to clear your cache and history in your TikTok settings. And as always, you can visit our live support in our link in bio. A $10 donation will get you a guaranteed question answered. $15 gets you 3 questions answered. $25 gets you 5 questions answered. And $50 gets you 10 questions answered. Thank you so much, everyone. All right. Our next question here is from Melissa Bray. Welcome back, Melissa.
All right.
Melissa gets 3 questions.
Perfect.
The first question is, hi, Rebecca.
Hi, honey.
I know I said John would reach out. I texted him Tuesday. Haven't heard anything. He said he'll respond within the day. Haven't heard it at all. When will he respond? Thanks.
It looks like it's going to be right away, honey, so I don't think you have to stress or worry, okay?
All right, Melissa's next question is, the first time we met, he literally ran. He said he was sick. I did hear him getting sick, and he was sweating and just real nervous. I just want to know what was really going on for him and his thoughts on me when we did meet up. That was a while ago. Just curious to know what really happened, LOL.
He didn't run because he wasn't feeling well. I mean, he ran because he was feeling well, not feeling well, not because he was running away from you. It does feel like he had either food poisoning or some kind of, it actually could have been also a hangover. But yeah, it was food related is what I hear, and he couldn't keep it down and obviously didn't want to throw up in front of you. Yeah.
All right. And her last question is, how did he feel when he asked, was I free last Saturday? And I wasn't. I didn't do it intentionally, just had the event. Yeah. How did he feel?
Yeah.
Thanks, girls.
He was upset, I hear. There's not much that you can do, and it wasn't something that you could just reschedule. I think he needs to recognize and realize that it wasn't possible for you to take away from there. So you are going to have to talk about that and just like explain to him how you didn't have the choice, that what you were doing was not something you could change. Yeah, he was a bit offended, but he'll have to get over it because it's not like he's always been easy for you. Right?
All right. Thank you so much, Melissa. Our next question is from Rita S., who gets 3 questions.
Okay.
Hello. Rita's first question is, when do you see my ex-boyfriend texting me? Month, please.
So it looks like the two of you will communicate in October, not before is what I hear, okay? So it looks like October is when you guys will have communication.
All right. Rita's next question is, when will we meet up in the car for a chat?
The talk feels like, again, it will be in October as well. It feels almost like unfinished business. We need to resolve things is what I hear. So it's all about resolution.
All right, and Rita's last question is, when do you see me getting a new job? Thank you.
That's happening in about 2 months. It does feel like you're going to have a bit of hit and miss when it comes to career, okay? So you are going to do a lot of interviewing is what they're saying, and it's going to take about 2 months for you to finally find the right position for yourself.
All right, thank you so much, Rita. That's it for her.
Okay.
Our next question here is from Diane Robles.
Hi,
Welcome
Diane.
back, Diane, who gets 3 questions.
All right.
Diane's first question is, hi, Rebecca. I'm going on vacation to Arizona. I was wondering if Mike S. will see my social media posts while I'm away. He hasn't viewed them recently.
Yeah, he will. It does look like within the next couple of days he'll be on your social media again, and he will see that you have gone away, I hear. So, yeah, he will see it.
All right. Diane's next question is Mike purposely ignoring my social media posts because he doesn't want to seem interested in what I'm doing? He used to view them all the time.
No, I don't find that he does anything like that on purpose. No. So I would say no to that.
And her last question is, do you see anything positive between Mike and I once we start the communication?
Oh yeah, once you start talking, it's like no time has gone by. It feels to me like it's smooth, it's easy, it's enjoyable. It definitely doesn't feel like all of this time between, is what I hear. So it'll be easy for you to be in each other's presence and talking and being around each other in a good way, is what I hear. Yeah.
All right. And her last question, did I say, do you see anything positive between Mike? Yes. Okay, so then that's it for her.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Diane. All right. Our next question here is from Jasmine D. Welcome back. Who gets 3 questions.
All right.
Jasmine's first question is, hi, ladies. I just had a bad fire, and my children are left without a home.
Oh, no, honey.
She said, will we find a beautiful place soon?
So it does look like it's going to take about 2 months for everything to get it where it needs to be for you guys to be secure. But I do see that you have a lot of support and a lot of help, okay, honey? So it's not like you're going to be doing this on your own. You do have your community there helping you. But it's about 2 months before you guys get situated, is what I hear, okay?
All right, next question is, will Donnell and I reconcile our relationship before this year is over?
It looks like not in a relationship fashion. So I do see that you will communicate, you will resolve some things. It's going to be more along the friendship line. It doesn't feel like this is going to be something where the two of you are back together, okay? So I don't get that.
All right, and Jasmine's last question is, will I still get pregnant this or next year?
Next year, I hear, yeah. May is what they're saying specifically. So you'll be pregnant in May.
All right, thank you so much, Jasmine. Our next question is from Shanta R. Hello, Shanta. Welcome back. Who gets 5 questions.
All right.
Shanta's first question is, there seems to be a lot of underlying anger surfacing in my communication with Alex the last few days. What's going on with us? Will this pass?
Mm-hmm. So you will find during Mercury retrograde that communication can be a little wonky for everybody. And it is never a good time to have deep conversations unless you're ready to work through a lot of things, okay? So miscommunication, arguing, not necessarily being understood, that is all normal during retrograde. And that's why I highly recommend that you limit the people you spend your time with, especially if it's people who irritate or get on the bad side of you. You don't want to put yourself in their space. What I hear is it will pass. It does feel to me like this is just, dredging up things that you guys do need to work through. It's just maybe not necessarily during this time. Okay?
All right. Our next question is, my current relationship is meant to be one that helps us learn and grow. What is Alex meant to learn from our connection? How can I be a better partner to Alex for his highest good and to best help him? Sometimes his communication with me can seem immature.
Yes, definitely. And, what I hear with Alex is that trusting in a relationship and being fully involved and injected into it is difficult. And that's really what you're supposed to teach him, is how to really let go and be open, authentic, and honest in a relationship. And that's very hard for Alex, is what I hear.
All right. The next question is, in the last reading, you mentioned I still have a gift to communicate with entities or beings who passed on. Can you share more on what it is and how to develop it, please? I've always found it to be scary in the past.
Yeah, and that can be normal, especially if you don't understand how to utilize it. I mean, when I was first, trust me, when I was first seeing ghosts and feeling ghosts and hearing things and walking into like an old building and you feel the presence of things there watching you, trust me, it was scary. I was the type of person as a child, I could feel them right as soon as I was old enough to understand, and it was scary. And I used to do things that looking back was because I was afraid. But you've got to understand that vibrationally you're at a high level, so you're not going to attract anything negative. And I think that's where it first starts. So you're not attracting any lower energies, you're attracting higher vibrational energies. And you can always work actively with your guides and ask your guides to only allow in those energies that you can help, that you don't want to be affected or be even dealing with anything that you can't work with or do something for, okay? And it really starts with building that relationship with your guides and talking to your guides. It's nothing you need to be afraid of, honey. And if you want to communicate more with them, what I would say is do it more through like a meditative state. So you can meditate and you can ask your guides to be a liaison. So they'll be the ones telling you what the entity is saying to you, if that makes sense, okay? But you don't need to be afraid, because one, your vibration, you're physical, so your vibration is a lot more stronger than theirs, and they're not going to be able to do anything to you, so you don't have to worry.
All right, next question is, in a past reading, you've said my brother and I have a soul contract with my sister's oldest son to help him in this life. Can you share more on how we are soul or past life connected with him, please? Thank you.
So you guys have traveled through a few lives together. As family, it feels to me like you've always been part of a family unit. He played a different role. I've seen him in a role where he was an adult and you were the child, and he's vice versa. You guys have had different roles throughout your experiences, is what I hear. So understanding that this is somebody who is part of your soul group, which means they're always going to be with you in your lives. No matter which life you're in, it feels like he's going to come with you. It's a very strong connection, is what I hear. And this is why you're drawn to him right from the beginning.
All right, and her last question is, asking on behalf of nephew. My nephew's early years at home was turbulent. He doesn't understand why his higher self would have chosen those parents. To help him understand a bit more, can you please share what soul contracts, if any, that he has with his parents, or soul lessons is he meant to learn from his difficult childhood? Thank you.
So I'm going to explain this a little bit differently. So what I hear with your nephew is your nephew came in through that family, not necessarily to continue to be with that family, but there are some lessons that were learned to help him be a little bit more sensitive and helpful to those who've been through the same thing. So what I hear with him is it was for the experience, not necessarily, we always change families and we have different people who are our parents and our siblings and our aunts and our uncles and whatever. So my view on that is we don't owe the family we come into anything, because we're going to have a new family in the next life anyways, right? And if they haven't been good to us, then we don't owe them anything. What I hear for him is he's learning how to have boundaries and establish himself in a way that he can help others. He's meant to be some type of therapist or some type of counselor who is here to help others through the same type of thing. And he could even do life coaching, is what I hear.
All right. Thank you so much, Shanta. That's it for her.
All right. Thanks for the teddy bear.
All right, our next question here is from Greg Peterson.
Hey, Greg.
Welcome back, Greg. Who gets, 1 second here, 10 questions!
Yay!
Thank you so much, Greg.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll give you 1 second here.
Sure. I'm just going to put some chapstick on.
Sounds good. All right. Oh, and before we do Greg's questions, there is about 10 minutes left to donate, everyone. Glad I checked that before we started.
Yeah.
So 10 minutes left to get on the list.
Sorry. The air is cold.
No worries. All right. So again, 10 minutes left to donate to get on the list, everyone.
All right.
Now time for Greg's 10 questions.
10
Thank you so
questions.
much, Greg. Greg says, blessings and gratitude to Rebecca and her team. This is Greg Peterson.
Okay.
Here are my questions. Greg says, can my guides inform me what's the next step I have to take to improve my communication skills with them?
So I think for you, more than anything, is speaking to them out loud and practicing on a regular basis. So daily, multiple times a day is what I hear. And again, asking for those validations, specific validations that they're there and that they are actually answering you. And the more you do this, the more you'll be able to recognize that they are there. Okay? But it's talking to them out loud and daily, okay? It can be a little awkward at first.
All right. Greg's next question is there any guidance from them as to the Akashic Records and what I can learn there?
Oh, yeah, our Akashic Records are very important. This is your soul's collective information. So this is the information from all of your past lives, all of your future lives, everything that your soul itself is going to learn. So when you're tapping into the Akashic Records, remember that it is along the spinal column. And for you, it is just below your shoulder blades. This is what I'm seeing. So right where you come down your spine, between your shoulder blades, but down one vertebrae, okay? So it's not right at the top part, it's just underneath. You might find that you feel pain or discomfort there often, or even just pressure. Most of the time we'll feel pain just because that's where we tap into it. So when you're wanting to connect, get into that meditative state and focus your energy there, and that's going to help you to go into the access port, is what I like to call it, of your Akashic Records.
All right. The next question is there anything specific I need to get a better understanding of concerning my soul contract?
Not so much a better understanding. I think you have a really good understanding of why you're here. It's allowing. That's where you need the more clarified understanding, is to just allow yourself to be taken with the path that you're meant to be on. So you don't have to force anything. You don't have to try to figure it out. You just literally have to ride the wave. So it's allowing yourself. That's where you need a little practice.
All right. This next question is there any guidance as to my claircognizance and how I can improve it?
So practice, honestly, it just comes down to practice, practice, practice. What I would say is if you have somebody, I mean, your future spouse would be one that you could easily practice with, and just, do games together where you're practicing your skills and your abilities. Yeah.
All right. This next question is, every night before going to bed and every morning by awakening, I practice quantum leaping to higher timelines. Is this working? And if so, how can I notice it?
So it's definitely working. It's more than just higher timelines, honey. You got to picture it like this. You're tapping into timelines that you want to be a part of this experience. So you're bringing, wealth, you're bringing knowledge, you're bringing abilities, you're bringing talent, all of these things into this timeline. So what you're doing is you're literally pulling. It's not necessarily higher or lower. It's more of, I'm bringing that vibration that resonates or that I want to be a part of my experience here now into my now by feeling my way through it. So you're going to allow yourself to remember, right? Because you are asleep. You're remembering what it feels like to be wealthy, to be healthy, to be abundant, to be, full of love, to have the ability to, see things from the future, to feel your environment, that type of thing. So you're going to just feel your way to those experiences, and you're bringing it back into the now. And yeah, you're doing a good job with it, I hear. So.
All right. His next question is there anything I can do to improve this?
So practicing it, and again, you're doing a good job with that. I think understanding it a little bit more broadly will help. So that understanding, hopefully you can take it and it won't make it so complicated for you. So it's not like you have to raise or lower your frequency. It's just that you have to remember what it feels like to be those things, because your soul is those things at all times. You are in all of your lives, right? So we are all those things, which is why it can be very easy for us to pull them into this experience here and now, because we're remembering what it feels like to be those things, and then you pull it in, and that's how we bring your soul into our oneness, basically.
All right. This next question is, you informed me that traveling to Victoria, BC would be beneficial for me for a spiritual experience. Could my guides explain to me what they are referring to?
So what it feels like is there is a vortex or some kind of energy field there that is going to help activate certain parts of your energy field. Specifically, what I'm hearing is your sacral and your heart chakra are what needs to be is going to be affected, basically. And it feels like it's something that is just going to help kickstart you into more of your alignment.
All right, this next question is, this morning, early, I went into nature, into my most favorite location. I meditated and tried to connect with Gaia and my spirit guides. Am I getting through to them?
Yes, and I do feel like there was, right away, can I get goosebumps just thinking about it? So right away, there was some form of bird energy. It doesn't feel like it was a bird per se, but it feels like it was a bird person. That's the best way I would describe what it feels like. That was watching you from so they're showing me the left side off in the tree line is what I'm hearing. So there was an energy there that was watching you and is going to come forward and connect with you more and more is what I hear. So it's not going to be a one-time thing.
All right, this next question is, when I'm doing this, is there anything in particular that I have to be aware of?
That would be it. So just know that you aren't alone when you're doing it, and that there is certain nature spirits that are going to start coming forward just because your vibration is changing and you are becoming more of a beacon for them. So it's easier for them to see us when we start aligning to Gaia and that energy.
All right, this last question is, please convey advice from my guide as to what my next and most important moves forward should be. Gratitude and be divinely blessed.
Oh, thank you so much, honey. So the main thing I would say is trusting what's coming through, keeping a record of what's coming through, but really honestly seeing it for what it is and not being afraid of it. And I don't feel that you have fear, but you sometimes don't necessarily trust what you're getting. So working on that. That's what I would work on.
All right. Thank you so much, Greg. And I'll let everyone know now that there is about 3 minutes left to donate to get on the list. I'll go over how to get on the list. Oh, I see. We'll turn it up. That's fine.
Okay. Then I'm going to get hot as soon as I turn it off. But I'm freezing. I should have put on a sweater, I guess.
I see.
Okay. Oh, it's all quiet.
The sound just going to change for a second here.
Yes, it will.
All right. So again, I'm just going to repeat myself. There is about 3 minutes left to get on the list, everyone. And if you would like to get on the list and get your questions answered, click the picture in the top left corner, click it again, and press the link in the bio. There you'll find the donate button. Click your donation amount and make sure to fill in all of your information. If you're having any issues making a donation, make sure to clear your cache and history in your TikTok settings. And as always, you can visit our live support in our link in bio. A $10 donation will get you a guaranteed question answered. $15 gets you 3 questions answered, $25 gets you 5 questions answered, and $50 gets you 10 questions answered. And again, there is about now 2 minutes left to get on that list.
All right.
Thank you so much, everyone. All right, our next question is from Lucy Arachiga. There you are, Lucy, who gets 3 questions.
All right. Hello, Lucy.
Lucy says, when will I conceive? Gender?
So it looks like you'll be pregnant in October, honey, and it does look like it will be a little boy.
All right. Lucy's next question is, any messages from my dad?
Your dad comes through really loudly. He's very protective of you. It's so funny because he shows me a bull is kind of his personality. He was a very pushy, persuasive individual, and people didn't like to say no to me is what he says. So that's just his way of validating it's him. He's very protective of you, and he's always going to be around to keep you safe, honey. So anytime that you feel threatened, just call on him, and he will definitely be there to help you, is what I hear from him, okay?
All right. And Lucy's last question here is, will I be a stay-at-home mom?
It does look like yes for a couple of years. After about 2 years, it looks like you will be doing something. It feels to me like it's from home though, so you'll be self-employed.
All right, thank you so much, Lucy.
Mm-hmm.
Our next question is from Mariana Gasca. Welcome back,
Mariana.
Mariana, who gets 5 questions.
All right.
This is our last minute left to donate, everyone. All right, Mariana's first question here is, hi ladies, I would like to know if I'm going to be okay at this new job I applied for today.
Yeah, honey, you don't have to worry. And you know, what I hear is the next job for you is a very successful career choice. Yeah, so it is going to be good.
All right, Mariana's next question is, will I get a fast, stable position in the job or will I stay as a substitute?
It looks like you will get a pretty secured position quickly is what I hear. So by December. Yeah.
All right. Her next question is, why is Jesus not responding to my messages fast enough?
Busy. And, you know, the timing is a little bit off sometimes. So sometimes when you do message, it's just not time when Jesus is free. So you'll just have to wait. Is what I hear.
All right. Her next question is, when will Jesus talk about his feelings? Or is it over?
No, it doesn't feel over. It does feel like you guys will have a pretty serious talk later on in September. It's more towards the end of the month, but there's a lot that's happening. September feels busy for both of you, and it just feels like you both are very distracted with your lives. So it's more towards the end of September is what I hear. Okay?
All right. And she says, when will I be able to see Jesus?
It looks like you will see each other in September. Yeah. When you have the talk, it feels like it's in person.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much, Mariana. And that is it for our donate button, everyone. So we are now going to be closing our list off for this live, but you can still get email questions through the link in the bio. And give me 1 second here. Yes, and as you all know, at the end of the live, we will be doing a giveaway for our top gifter, one of our subscribers on this live, and that includes any new subscribers, and a live audience member from both TikTok and Instagram, as well as a giveaway for a Rebecca Dragonheart original mug. There it is. So stick around until the end for that.
Yes.
And we are so close to our like goal, everyone. Keep on tapping. I see the hearts going crazy.
Love it.
We're only now 1,000 likes away.
Oh, yeah. We'll be there in a minute. Less than. Probably 30 seconds.
All right. I'm just going to go over our list here after this one question, okay?
Okay. Yeah.
1 second.
Okay.
All right. Our next question here is from Brit P. Hello again. Brit says, will he call back by Friday or will I have to call first?
No, he'll call back before then. Yeah. Yeah. You won't have to call.
All right. Thank you so much, Brit.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'll go over our list here. So if you did donate to get your questions answered on this live, I'm just going to go over our list so you can see when you will be answered.
There you go.
All right. Next on our list is Anna Stewart, then Imani Turner. After Imani is Sandy Grove. Then we have Christy Lafortune, then Anna Machuca. Then we have after that Sabrina Johnson, then Claudia O. After Claudia is Kristen Brill, then Despina Cianao, then Emma Baker, then Connie H., then Iman Al-Nakbi, then Lindsay Aiken, then Erica Alcala, then Emanuela Lakibi, then Huelva Arredondo, then Alex Mantle, then Anita B., then Ruth Burns, then Priscilla Niepatum, then Nicole Inwentash, then we have Emily Robbins, then Despina again, thank you Despina, then Alana Pollock, then Susan Briscoe, then Angela Wright, then Taikisha Scott, hi Taikisha,
Hey, Taikisha,
then
yes.
Huelva Arredondo, then Kim Boyd, then Jacqueline Nazario, then Alexis B., then Rosa A., then Garrett Jaguars, then Cassie Vale, and that is it. Thank you all so much. And if there was anyone who donated just before I ended the list there, oh, and we just added one more. So after Cassie Vale at the bottom of our list is Brian Bramlett as well. Yes, so as you saw, we are still adding a couple who were just at the very end of our donate list here. We also just added Luli Souza and Lynn Braggs. Thank you all so much.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll go over that list again in a little bit just to catch any others that might have donated right before we close the list. So don't panic if you didn't hear your name right away there. But now our list is closed, so we're not going to be taking any more new donation questions to be answered on this live, but email questions are still available.
That's right.
All right, thank you so much, everyone. And I see that we just made it to our like goal. Great job. That means that it's time for 5 free questions.
You guys are fantastic. Good job, everybody.
All right. Our first free question here is from Audrey R. Audrey says, do you see me graduating high school? Currently struggling.
Yeah, you will graduate, honey. It is going to be a bit of a struggle, but you're going to make it, is what I hear, okay? Yeah.
All right. Our next question is from, let's see, Andrea. Andrea says, when will our house sell?
It looks like it's going to take a little bit, honey. It's about 3 months before you sell.
All right. Our next question is from Ariel. Ariel says, has Paulin lost interest in me? Is that why he's distancing?
I hate that I have to say yes. Yeah, it does feel like there is somebody else actually involved. So there is somebody who is taking away the attention.
All right. Our next question is from Lena. Welcome back, Lena, who says, is it over for me with doing the dog shows?
No. Do not give up on that. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, honey. That is cute.
All right. And our last free question just for the moment is from Jenny. Welcome back. Jenny says, is Stone the man I will marry, the person you saw coming in for me?
So it looks like very close to the vibrational match, but there are a couple of things that are a little bit off. But your guides do tell me this person is close enough. So if you decided that this is the person you were going to stick with, you wouldn't even notice the difference, is what I hear. I hope that makes sense.
All right, thank you all so much. You guys are awesome. Our next like goal is 100,000 likes. Once we make it there, we'll do another 5 free questions from the comments. I'm sure we'll get there fast. You guys have been tapping super fast today. And yes, our list is closed for this live. We just closed it not too long ago. So we're not taking any more new donations to be answered on this live. However, email questions are still available through the link in the bio if you want to get your questions answered that way.
That's right.
All right. Our next question here on our list is Anna Stewart. Hello, Anna, who gets 3 questions.
Okay.
1 second here. All right, Anna's first question is, should I be direct and tell G I want to explore romantically or wait for the natural progress? Does he want to?
So what I hear is, yes, you should. It's better for you to be honest and open that way. It works out for you is what I hear. So yeah.
All right. And this next question is, can you please describe my life partner?
Okay. Very strong features is what I get told. I will say it feels to me like they're very fit. So somebody who does take care of themselves physically, like either lifts weights or exercises, something to that effect. So very, very health conscious is what I'm seeing. Short hair, dark short hair, dark eyes, kind of a tan color, I would say, more so like an olive complexion. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing.
All right. And Anna's last question is, what is causing the on and off pain in my lower right side?
It does feel like it's nerve pain. You should go and get that checked because they can help you out with that is what I hear, okay? You don't need to suffer. Yeah, it feels like it's, it might even be sciatica, but they're showing me basically it's a nerve exposed. So sometimes it's exposed and then sometimes it's not. It feels more like a sciatica type deal. Yeah.
All right. Thank you. That's it for Anna. All right. Our next question is for Imani Turner. Welcome back, honey. Imani. I believe that's welcome back.
Yeah.
Imani's first question, she only gets 1 question.
Okay.
Imani says, is it time for me to move on completely from the job that I've had for 3 years, or am I being called to pivot within the company?
So what I hear is you are going to actually shift. It doesn't feel like you're going to stay with this company, and mostly because there is a lot of up in the air energy with this company, and it's not necessarily in alignment with you anymore. So it does look like you are going to find somewhere else to work, honey. But it's going to be just fine, and you're going to have a great experience, is what I hear, and financially it's going to be better for you, is what they're saying. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Imani. Our next question is from Sandy Grove.
Hi,
Hello,
Sandy.
Welcome back. Sandy says, my daughter says they're working on baby number 2. It's been 4 months. So are they trying or truly having problems?
I'm not hearing that they're having trouble. It's not as serious as you think, so they're not like trying as hard as they could be, is what I hear. It does look like they will be pregnant within the next 2 months, though, so will happen pretty quick here.
All right, thank you, Sandy.
Mm-hmm.
Our next question here, it is from Christy Lafortune. Welcome back,
honey.
Christy, who gets 3 questions.
Okay.
Christy's first question here is, hi ladies,
Hi.
will this be a good school year for my kids? You mentioned that my son will graduate early, which he has worked so hard for. Will school be a better year for my daughter in grade 9?
Yes. Yeah. It looks like both of them are going to have pretty successful years. So it is going to be better this year. Yeah.
All right. Christy's next question is, will my son find a new group of friends that have more like-minded interests? I'm reassuring him that once he hits his heavy-duty mechanics program in university, that he will meet more people. That's
right. And he will find people who are more in alignment to the things that he likes as well. So you're very right on that. Yeah.
All right. And her last question is, any messages from my mom? It's been 4 months now since she's passed.
Yeah, she's around you a lot is what I hear. I'm not sure who the kitten belongs to, but she's showing me a kitten. And usually they show me that type of thing to just let me know that they can still see stuff that's happening. And I do hear with her that she is very old school. So she does leave coins. She does leave feathers. She also does make some noise sometimes, especially at night is what she's telling me. So she's definitely very much still around you, honey. And she's been watching over you. She tells me she's not leaving until you're ready for her to leave. And you're not ready yet, is what I hear. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Christy.
Mm-hmm.
Our next question is from Anna Machuca, who gets 3 questions.
All right.
Anna's first question is, hi, hope you are doing well. She says, a few months ago, you predicted that my boyfriend Robert would propose to me in September this year. Do you still see that happening in the timeline? September's coming up, so I'm getting nervous, lol.
Don't be nervous. Yeah, definitely. It feels like you guys are still in alignment for getting engaged and getting married. So yeah, it still feels good.
All right. Her next question is, was Robert upset at me yesterday or just himself? I'm a performer in musical theater and he is doing his first ever musical with me.
Nice.
Got really upset after last night's rehearsal, saying he wasn't good. I just want to make sure he wasn't upset at me for any reason too.
No, he's not upset at you. And honey, again, let's talk about retrograde. This time it is such a hard time for us emotionally, and we're a little harder on ourselves and we're a little harder on the people around us sometimes when our emotions are so heightened. It's going to be just fine. So he's going to be okay. Okay. Yeah.
All right. And Anna's last question here is, will Robert be in higher spirits today compared to yesterday?
Yes.
Maybe a little more affectionate?
Yeah, it does feel like, yes, things are going to be a little bit more improved. And, don't play into when he's like beating himself up, because you don't need to be a part of that. And just point out the good things that you do see. Okay. That will help a lot.
All right. Thank you so much, Anna. Our next question is from Sabrina Johnson. Welcome back, who gets 3 questions.
All right.
Good to see you again.
Mm-hmm.
Sabrina says, Rosa, Joey's ex, was reported for stealing. Rosa also works for the police department, but as a front desk clerk. Do you see her getting fired for what she did?
It looks like yes. Yeah.
All right. Sabrina's next question is, I have to trade my truck in a couple of months. Do you see what kind of car I'll end up getting?
So it doesn't look like you're going to be in a truck anymore. It does look like you're downsizing into something smaller. They are showing me, I want to say it's like a Dodge or some type of Dodge vehicle, but it is like a 4-door. So it looks more like a car to me. Yeah.
All right. And Sabrina's last question is, do you still see me going back to work in September? I'm so anxious.
Yeah. Don't be anxious. Yeah. Let it go and just know that you are meant to find a job in September. It's going to be just fine.
All right. Thank you so much, Sabrina.
Yeah.
Our next question here is from Claudia O. Welcome back,
Hi, Claudia.
Who gets 2 sets of questions.
Oh,
wow, she gets so many.
Oh, yeah?
Gets
That's good, right?
13 questions.
Wow, my goodness, Claudia.
Thank you so much.
Very much, yeah.
All right, give me 1 second here. Claudia's first question is, so happy I booked my reading. Oh, yay, Claudia. All right, she says, my first question is, why did Jay not text me back yet?
It does look like it's just that Jay is very busy right now. It feels to me like every time I mean to do so, something comes up and I just haven't had an opportunity is what it feels like. So don't stress too much about it, okay?
All right, Claudia's next question is, was Jar bothered I asked for advice for schools or that I asked how his week of driving went?
Not at all. No, he was not bothered. It's just that he's busy. This time it feels like it's picked up, or there's a lot going on that it has to get done before the next 2 weeks is what I hear.
All right, Claudia's next question is, when will Jar text me?
It looks like before the weekend, so it'll be this week. Yeah.
All right, her next question is, how does Jar feel about me going to Brown?
So what I hear with him is it doesn't really matter which place you decide to go. Obviously just wants you to be happy and successful in what you do. I hear though there is a little bit of resistance to Brown, and I don't know if it's because it makes distance or something happens where you maybe won't be as close, like proximity wise.
All right. Claudia's next question is, will going to Brown open doors for me into medical school?
So what I hear is yes. I mean, you already know that it's a good name to have behind you. It does feel though like where your schooling is, you start in one school and then you have to take another part of your course in a different school. So it's not all done in the same school anyways, is what I hear.
All right. Her next question is, will my phone call to the 2 families whose kid I gave the wrong vaccines to go well?
Yes.
All right. Her next question is, will I be a better vaccine screener before I leave the county?
You will. Yeah.
Her next question is, do people at Sante know I'm having a thing with Jay?
No. No.
All right. Her next question is, will Jar come back to work with me or will I go where he's working?
It doesn't look like Jar is coming back to where you are, honey. It does look like it looks like you guys aren't going to be working together the way that you're thinking, okay? It does feel like you will be in contact with one another, but it doesn't feel like you're working together regularly or anything like that.
All right. Her next question here is, are Jay and I still set to be in a relationship? Timeline, please.
Yeah, it looks like this is already kind of happening. So the energy between the two of you is already moving you in that direction. It really just comes down to you guys having the time. It feels like the next couple of months are really busy for you. So you got to make time for each other during the next couple of months. It looks like September is pretty significant. Again, you guys are already starting on that journey of coming together is what I hear. Okay.
All right. Her next question is, will I find my lost blue earring?
No. No, it doesn't look like that's going to be fun. Sorry, honey.
All right, Claudia's next question is, where in my car is the earring and how did it get there? It was supposed to be in the cup holder.
Yeah, it does look like it might have been knocked out of the vehicle. So it might not even be in the vehicle anymore is what I hear. Yeah. Oh, they're showing me that it might have gotten thrown away by accident. Sorry.
All right. And Claudia's last question is, what do I need to know about Jar and I this week? And will we see each other this week?
I'm not hearing that you'll see each other this week. It does look like September is when you guys see each other. I will say, again, the next couple of weeks are pretty busy for both of you. It feels like there's a lot of running around and a lot of just being pulled in a lot of different directions. So just be patient. Don't take anything personally that there isn't that time that you normally have to communicate or talk to each other. It just feels like both of you are going to be very busy. So breathe.
All right, and do you say they'll see each other this week?
No.
Or no?
No.
All right, thank you so much, Claudia. You're awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That's it for her.
Perfect.
All right, our next question here is from, one second. Our next question is from Kristen Brill, who gets 3 questions.
All right.
Kristen's first question is, does Dave have feelings for me even though he tries to fight it? It's been years.
So what I hear is, yes, there are feelings, but what I hear with Dave is I won't go over that. So I won't step over that boundary. So friendship, connection is important, not so much the romance. It's like having you as somebody I can rely on and somebody I can communicate with on and off throughout the years is more important, is what I hear.
All right. Kristen's next question is Dave going through a bad time right now with work family?
There is definitely a lot of added stress is what they say. I do hear that there is some, I'm not going to say depression, but there is some emotional things that are happening. So it's not that Dave is depressed, but it's definitely affecting his emotional well-being is what I hear. Yeah.
All right. And Kristen's last question is, will we continue to stay in each other's lives for a long time?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, you guys are meant to be in each other's lives, just not romantically, is what I hear.
All right. Thank you so much, Kristen.
Mm-hmm.
And I am just going to remind everyone, our list is closed for this live, everyone, so we're not taking any more new donation questions to be answered on the live. We're just finishing up those who did donate before the list was closed. However, email questions are still available through the link in the bio if you want to get your questions answered that way.
Mm-hmm.
Our like goal is 100,000 likes, so once we make it there, we'll do another 5 free questions if you're just joining us. And yes, that's it. All right, our next question here is from Despina Sienal. Welcome back, Despina, who gets 3 questions.
All right, sounds good.
Despina's first question is, hello, my lovely Rebecca. How does Lucan feel about me? Is he in love?
There's definitely strong feelings. I wouldn't say in love yet, but we're getting there is what I hear. So we're moving in that direction.
All right, Despina's next question is, will me and Lucan start dating?
Yes. Yeah, you will.
All right, and Despina's last question is, are we going to be together in a relationship?
You will. Yeah, and it looks like before the holidays are here, honey. So it does look like you guys will spend the holidays as a couple. Yeah.
All right, thank you so much, Despina.
Mm-hmm.
Our next question is from Emma Baker. Hello, Emma, who gets 3 questions.
All right.
Welcome back.
Mm-hmm.
Emma's first question here is, hi, my dad said I can't build until I finish school because of the loan payments, but he told me I would start building in spring. So what will happen to make the building process still happen in the spring?
Well, it looks like you are going to find a way to do it without your dad's input and help in that sense. Although I do feel like there's going to be a turnaround and he's going to step in and help anyway. So he's going to have a change of heart is what they're saying. Yeah, it really feels like that. It's like freaking out now because I just swatted at it and it's like, yeah.
All right. Emma's next question is, will I get into nursing school in the fall of 2024?
It looks like you will get into nursing school, yeah. Yeah. And it is in fall. It does feel, though, like you could get in sooner if you tried. So you don't have to wait until the fall is what I hear.
All right. And Emma's last question here is, will I get an A in human physiology?
I hear you won't get an A, but you will get a pretty high grade. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
Our next question here is from Connie H. Welcome back, Connie, who gets 3 questions.
All right.
Good to see you again.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Connie says, please check on my daughter's health. Autoimmune, heart, anything that we need to be watching.
So she definitely does suffer from autoimmune disorder. It looks like a lot of inflammation more than anything. I'm not too concerned about her heart, honey. It's more about inflammation. So you may want to just look into a different type of diet for her. And not that she has to be on a diet per se, but just clean up what she's eating. This will help with it. So don't give her things like nightshade vegetables, things that are going to activate inflammation. Okay. Sugar, especially processed sugar, is really bad for people with an autoimmune disorder.
All right. Connie's next question is, once Levi gets past his fear, will his selfishness subside?
Not all of it, but some of it will, yes.
All right. And Connie's last question is general.
Mm-hmm. So for you, okay, so because we are going through a lot of energy right now, it is important that you aren't exposing yourself to anybody who's going to bring you down. So you definitely don't want to get spending time with people who are prone to taking from you instead of giving to you. Okay, so minimize your exposure to anybody who's negative or negatively impacts you in your life. Okay, just during retrograde. Once retrograde's over, you can handle it. It's just during retrograde we're a little bit more emotional and it can be harder for us.
All right, thank you so much, Connie. Our next question is from Iman Al Nakbi. Welcome back. Who gets 3 questions?
All right.
Iman's first question here is Y in love with me?
I would say there's strong feelings, not necessarily in love, but there's definitely strong feelings and an attachment to you for sure. Yeah.
All right. Iman's next question is general reading.
Okay. So with you, so they're showing me your ears, which means clairaudience, honey. It's really important that you are paying attention to the things that you are hearing, the things that you're thinking. They come in when you have clairaudience. It comes in sometimes like random thoughts that just come into our mind, and that is the way that our guides communicate with us. So it's really important that you are paying attention to that, especially during the next 3 weeks. I hear that there is a lot of really valuable information that's coming through for you. So keep track of the things that you're kind of inspired by, the random thoughts that are coming in that don't really make sense to like what's going on in your present moment in that time. And just keep track of it by putting it in your phone or keeping a notebook and just writing down when you have these thoughts.
All right, and Iman's last question is my future husband has been married before?
No.
All right, thank you, Iman.
Mm-hmm.
Our next question here is from Lindsay Aiken. There you are, Lindsay. She was just asking you your question. All right, there you are, Lindsay. You didn't miss it.
Yay.
Lindsay's first question here is, hi, girls. My husband is going to look at an apartment tomorrow. Will he get it?
It does look like yes. Yeah. Oh my gosh, that bug is not leaving me alone.
All right. Lindsay's next question is, when this communication comes in from Colin, will it be over social media?
It does feel like it's going to be a text, actually. Yeah.
All right. And her last question is, any advice on how to start healing my inner child? I know I've mentally blocked out a lot of memories from my childhood.
Yeah. So I would say hypnosis really works well. Inner child work. So getting into a nice deep trance-like state and allowing yourself to tap into the things that are there that are still kind of in your way. And honestly, the easiest way to do it is once you get really relaxed, and I hear with you use sound, okay? And they're saying, so it's like, I would say it's like the womb kind of sound. So like that kind of sound is going to help you get into the trance state that you need. You should be able to find that kind of thing on YouTube, no problem. And then ask your subconscious, what is it that I need to work through first? It's a process. It's like peeling the layers of an onion. So it's not going to just happen in one session, but it does feel like you are going to be able to clear a lot of it. Okay.
All right. Thank you so much, Lindsay.
Mm-hmm.
Our next question is from Erica Alcala. Welcome
Hi,
back, Erica, who gets 3 questions.
Perfect.
Erica's first question here is, thank you so much. Here are my questions. Erica says, finally saw Paul, as you said. Yay! All right, she says, did he have any romantic feelings when he saw me this weekend? What were his thoughts? I changed my hair color, and I don't know if he liked it.
No, he did like it, I hear. Definitely there were some romantic feelings. You know, he seems very shy or just not the type of person to instigate. So you got to help him along with that is what I hear. He's just a bit too shy is what I get. Yeah.
All right, Erica's next question is, what type of trip or outing do you see us having next? Excited to know.
Yeah, it looks like you will go out for, it's a daytime lunch thing at the restaurant is what I'm hearing. So you guys will go for lunch is what it feels like. Yeah.
All right, and Erica's last question is, will we end up in a serious relationship and move in together? If so, when? Thank you, ladies.
You will.
Have an amazing week.
It's going to take time. So you will definitely end up together. He's slow on the go just because he's shy that way or scared, I guess. You're gonna have to show him that it's safe to do so and to be close with you. It feels to me like the seriousness doesn't happen for about 7 months though, okay?
All right, thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
Our next question is from Emanuela Likibi. Welcome back, who gets 3 questions.
All right.
Emanuela's first question here is, why has Yanni taken so long to get back to me? Will he?
It does look like there will be some communication. I'm hearing though it's still a ways away, so it's not happening really quickly here. It does feel like trying to avoid, or there is a need to avoid for whatever reason. There's a need to avoid it.
Yeah. All right. And Manuela's next question is, I've been messaging him a lot. Does he think I'm crazy?
I think he thinks you're pushy. I do recommend, just from what I hear from your guides, that maybe you shouldn't message. Just step back for a minute and then allow him time to absorb those messages that you have sent. Okay, honey? If you take a step back without saying anything, it's going to kind of shock the system, right? And it'll change the trajectory of things. So I know it's going to be hard because I know for you, you really want that outlet to be able to say what you need to say, but try saying it energetically instead of saying it out loud, just for now. Yeah.
All right, and Emanuela's last question here is, will Yanni and I ever be together? How will that play out?
So it looks like you two will have a talk. It doesn't look like you're necessarily going to reconcile. It feels to me more like you guys will have resolution. Yeah.
All right, thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
Our next question here is from Huelva Arredondo. Welcome back, Huelva, who gets 3 questions.
All right.
Well, this first question is, what did Manuel's son think of us, his baby brother, and when he saw us for the first time at the car lot?
So surprised and a little bit excited actually, because there did seem to be a lot of happy energy around the two of you. So it looks like it was a good thing, honey. I hear you don't have to worry.
All right. Well, this next question is, when will Manuel and I become closer in our relationship?
So I hear by December, you guys are going to be pretty close. So if for a holiday season, it feels like you guys are going to have a good time.
Yeah. All right. And well, this last question is, any messages for me?
I will say for you, relax. You're overthinking and you're moving too fast into the future. You got to enjoy, stop and smell the roses, enjoy the moments, enjoy the small things, be in your now. Don't worry so much about tomorrow and worry about today is what they're saying. Okay. So enjoy those moments that you have. All things. It doesn't matter whether it's with relationships or just, the fact that you've woken up in the morning and you're healthy and happy and enjoy, right? So be in the now is what they say.
All right. Thank you so much. Mm-hmm. That's it for Huelva. Our next question is from Alex Mantle. Hello.
Hi, Alex.
3 questions.
All right.
Alex's first question is, what does Cole feel about me lately?
So I do hear that there has been a little bit of like I'm going to say separation energy. So it does feel like you guys have had some need to be apart or space is needed is what they're saying. Okay. It doesn't mean bad feelings or anything like that. It's just more, I need that space right now. Okay. So don't get disheartened by that. It's just that space is needed is what I hear.
All right. Her next question is, letter or name or description of the next person I'm in a relationship with.
So the name I get is Nathaniel or Nathan is what they go by. It looks like light brown hair, not super tall. I would say probably around 5'9", which is tall, but not super tall. I would say just a medium build, not somebody who is like, they aren't a fitness buff or anything like that. Just a normal build is what I'm hearing. Okay. Yeah, that's what I hear.
All right. And Alex's last question is, what does the next 3 months hold for me and Cole?
So with you and Cole, it does feel like this is a time for healing and letting go. Resolution is what I hear. Okay. So really focus during now, especially right now during retrograde, focus on the parts of yourself that are still coming up and the things that have been getting in the way for you. Work on that during the next couple of weeks because you're going to purge that energy out and then you won't have to repeat it again. Okay. So really focusing on that. And it does feel like the two of you are going to have an opportunity to work through and then let go is what they're saying.
All right. Thank you so much. That's it for Alex.
Sounds good.
Our next question here is from Anita B. Hello,
Hi,
Anita.
Anita.
That's 3 questions.
All right.
Good to see you again.
Mm-hmm.
Anita's first question is, hello ladies and happy Wednesday.
Thanks.
The info about supporting Bee's business was really helpful. What other general messages do my guides have for me about my relationship with Bee? I'm focusing on all the positive things as much as I can, but still doubt sometimes creeps in.
Of course.
If there is anything that my guides have for me that might help me feel more at ease, I would appreciate it.
Okay. So just know that when the doubts come in, we have to redirect our thoughts, right? So you just acknowledge that, okay, that's the old me, that's the old way of feeling and thinking, and I no longer feel and identify with that energy. So I'm going to remind myself of the things that I do identify with is that this is somebody who is important to me in my future. This is somebody who is connected to me in my future, and just keep your focus positive. Okay. When it comes to this individual, I think the biggest thing is to always be open with communication, because it feels like that is something that lacks for Bee. So it feels like there's not a lot of people who necessarily listen. Everybody always has advice for him is what I hear. So everybody always has an opinion or always has their input on how things should be. So be the one that listens. I hope that helps.
All right. Anita's next question is, do you see my son placing with ribbons in any of his piano competitions during the current school year that just started? He usually has a few in the spring, and I'm hoping he will place, and that will give him encouragement to continue. Yeah,
I do hear there will be 2. Yes. And he will continue, I hear. Yeah. But it is going to fizzle out, so just so you are aware, it is something that he's going to stop doing.
All right, and Anita's last question is, any messages from either my mom or dad today? Thank you.
So your mom is a very lovely energy. She comes around a lot. She keeps showing me light. So she plays with the light or she does something with the light is what she's trying to convey to me. Okay. So the light is her. So when the light is doing its thing, it's her is what she's telling me. Okay. And she has been watching over you and she is there. She's gently watching. So she's not a pushy energy or she hasn't been pushing too hard because she wants you to find your way in a more gentle and a more authentic way. So she's not interfering, but if you need me, she says, if you need me, all you have to do is ask. Okay.
All right. Thank you so much, Anita. Our next question is from Ruth Burns. Hello, Ruth, who gets one question.
All right.
Ruth's question is, when do you see Jason McNamara and I coming closer together and leaning into our connection, becoming a couple, and more consistent communication?
So it looks like the two of you will have the opportunity to really come together around November. I know that seems like a long time away, but you will still have communication. It's just not going to be stabilized until November is what I hear, okay?
All right. Thank you so much, Ruth.
Mm-hmm.
Our next question is from Priscilla Niepatong. Hello,
Hi,
Priscilla, who gets 3 questions.
Perfect.
Priscilla's first question here is, do you still see me receiving my cows and plows check in October? Did the timeline change?
No, it hasn't changed. I hear it's still coming. Yeah.
All right. Priscilla's next question is, what month do you see my boyfriend being released?
It looks like it is going to be in the new year, honey. So they're saying it's going to be in January.
All right. And Priscilla's last question is, when do you see me getting my own place again? Also, thank you so much. You're amazing.
Oh, thank you, honey. It looks like your own place where it's just you is about 8 months away. Okay, so patience. I know that's hard to wait, but you'll be able to wait.
All right. Thank you so much, Priscilla. Our next question is from Nicole in Wentash. Nicole gets 3 questions.
All right.
Nicole's first question here is, how does Ethan feel about me?
Okay, so Ethan has a very strong pull to you. It feels like there is quite a attraction, okay? So just know that this is somebody who does want to get closer, okay?
All right. Nicole's next question is, what is my forever person's name?
Okay, so they're giving me an S name. They're not telling me the full name, but they are showing me an S for the person who is your forever.
All right. And Nicole's last question is, when will I meet my forever person?
It's about 1.5 years away, so it's not until later.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much. And I will just remind everyone here, our list is closed for this live, so we're not taking any more new donation questions to be answered on the live. However, email questions are still available through the link in the bio if you want to get your questions answered that way.
That's right.
And we will also do 5 free questions once we make it to 100,000 likes, so keep on tapping. We only need 30,000 more likes to go.
Oh, we can totally do it.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
And remember, everyone, at the end of the live, we will be doing a giveaway for our top gifter, one of our subscribers on this live, and that includes any new subscribers, and a live audience member from both TikTok and Instagram, as well as a giveaway for a Rebecca Dragonheart original mug.
Yeah.
So stick around until the end.
That's right.
All right, and I did see a couple people were asking how long it takes email questions to be answered.
Mm-hmm.
So email questions take a few hours. It can take up to 72 hours to be answered, but not usually. Not
usually, unless I have a lot. Long. Yeah, so it really just depends on how many email questions get purchased, but it's between 24 and 72 hours. It's usually faster than 72 hours. There's not very often that I've had to go that long. Yeah.
All right, thank you so much. Oh, I see your second set. Yes, Nicole, your next set is here. I see it.
Okay.
All right. Yes, our next question here is from Nicole as well, who gets 3 more questions.
Okay.
Sorry, I would have just kept reading them if I had noticed that it was you next. All right. Nicole's next question here is, will I hear from Ethan again?
You will, yes.
All right. Nicole's next question is, why did Ethan stop reaching out to me?
It looks like there has been a third-party intervention, so it does feel like somebody's kind of been talking in Ethan's ear. So they've gotten in the way of communication.
All right. And Nicole's last question is, will I see Ethan again?
You will. It does feel like it's not going to be until around October, though. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
That's it for her.
Okay.
And yes, our link is safe. TikTok just does not recognize it sometimes, but it's totally safe to click. Don't worry. All right. Our next question here is from Emily Robbins. Hello.
Hi, Emily.
3 questions.
All right.
Emily's first question is, anything regarding reconciliation with Jack? I feel it coming soon, LOL. Still in no contact.
Yeah, it does look like you two will have communication. I'm hearing it's about 2 months away before you actually start communicating. But once that door is opened, it looks like it moves pretty quickly. So it's not a slow movement in that direction. It does feel like as soon as you guys start communicating again, that's it. It changes and it's good.
All right. Emily's next question is, Jack's been actively trying to get my attention on social media. Is there a purpose to this?
Well, wanting reconnection is what I hear. So absolutely, yeah, there's a purpose to it.
All right. And Emily's last question is, anything with Jack and I in a past life? He's my twin flame.
Yeah, you have had a long history with Jack is what I hear. So it feels like you've had several lives. So it's not a handful. Like it's a very long history together. A lot of times you guys have changed roles with who did the leaving and who did the dying and who did the, like it's really been a lot of different roles, but you've been in multiple relationships together. And what I hear with this one, this life is a little bit more difficult for both of you because there is a lot of, they're saying it's like compressed energy, which means that you're learning a lot quickly. And it feels to me like you're handling it a little bit better. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much. Our next question here is from Despina Sienau. Hello again.
Hi.
Despina gets 3 questions.
Okay.
Despina's first question is, could you please give me timelines regarding me and Lucan?
So what I hear with the two of you, it does feel like there is going to be some like more casual connection first. It does feel like it'll be social media or liking of a picture or commenting on something. That feels like that's happening in September. The connection, the deeper connection feels like it's not happening until a little bit later, but it's before this year is up, but a little bit later this year is what I hear. Okay. Yeah. And it feels to me more like November for like the really deep connection.
All right. Despina's next question is, general for me, please, for now until the end of the year.
Mm-hmm. So it does feel like there are some changes coming, honey. The next 3 months specifically, they're saying that there is going to be a different way. So this is how they're saying it, a different way that money is coming into your life. So it does feel like you're going to take things, you're going to take charge and you're going to do things differently. You're not following the normal way of doing it is what I hear. So that usually means that you're either going to do some kind of self-employment or you're going to do employment in a different way. So money is coming into your life differently is what I hear. And it's really successful is what I get. But it does feel like you're going to partner up with somebody and it feels like a female energy. So somebody who's close to you, who not a family member, but is somebody who feels like family is what they're saying.
All right. And Despina's last question is it for my best interest to do seminars for the place that I'm currently working?
I think that would definitely be helpful. It is a part of your training. I'm not exactly sure what they're trying to get at there, but it does feel like it is going to be part of your future. So I hear, yeah, you should, because it is going to train you for certain aspects of things is what I'm getting. Okay. So yeah, I would do it.
All right. Thank you so much, Despina. Mm-hmm. Our next question is from Alana Pollock. Alana gets 5 questions.
All right.
Alana's first question here is, what are Jeb's feelings towards me?
So, Jeb, a little confused. It feels to me like there is a want and a need for something more, but not necessarily brave enough to take that step is what I hear.
All right. Alana's next question is, when will Jeb reach out to me?
It looks like you two will talk in September. It does look like next month you guys are going to have communication. Yeah.
All right. Her next question is, will Jeb move closer to me once his lease ends?
It does feel like you guys will be in closer proximity to each other, yes. Yeah.
All right, Alana's next question is, will there be marriage down the road between Jeb and I?
So what I hear is there is going to be the opportunity for that to happen, but it's still a few years away, okay? So it's not happening soon, but it is something that is in alignment for the both of you. You have to be open more with your communication with each other, though, okay? So that is going to take a little bit of practice.
All right, and Alana's last question here is, what does Spirit want me to do / know with my connection with Jeb?
So understand that this is somebody who you have put in alignment for you. This is somebody you wrote into your life plan. So it isn't just, it's not something to take lightly. It's not somebody who isn't meant to be there. It feels like this is somebody who you definitely plan for. Okay. So even though it might be difficult at times, what I hear is don't give up. Okay.
All right. Thank you so much. She said, thank God, with crying faces. All right. Thank you so much, Lana. Mm-hmm. Our next question is from Susan Brisvo. Susan gets 3 questions.
Okay.
Susan's first question here is Jerry my forever person? 1 second, sorry.
Okay.
Is Jerry my forever person? Will we have a happy future together?
So what I hear is Jerry has a lot of internal work to be done. It doesn't feel like Jerry is capable or able yet to be authentic and honest and raw and truthful in a relationship, because there's a lot of baggage, there's a lot of damage, and there's a lot of emotional turmoil around relationships that's still there, is what I hear. Okay, honey? So I don't get that this is your person just because Jerry's not ready.
All right. Susan's next question is, will my son Noah be okay in school this year? He was bullied. Should we change schools?
So what I hear is it's not going to be as bad as last year, but I will say it does feel like there is still going to be some bullying in this environment. So I would make sure that he knows what he can do and be in contact with the school about it, because it is something that is going to be an issue. There's not much that's going to change if you're in the same school. Now, changing schools for him might be too difficult emotionally, so I don't know that that's necessarily going to make things any better. It just feels like you got to be on top of it and don't let the bullying go any further. If the teachers in the school don't support you, then you need to report them. Okay?
All right. And Susan's last question is, will my daughter accept my relationship?
Eventually, I hear. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Susan.
Mm-hmm.
Give me 1 second here. Okay. Just a reminder, everyone, our list is closed for this live, so we're not taking any more new donation questions to be answered on the live. However, email questions are still available through the link in the bio. So if you want to get your questions answered that way, you can do so.
Mm-hmm.
And we're almost to 100,000 likes. Keep on tapping. I see the side of my screen going crazy with hearts. Great job, everyone. Keep it up.
You are so amazing.
All right. And remember, at the end of the live, we will be doing a giveaway for our top gifter, one of our subscribers on this live, and that includes any new subscribers, and a live audience member from both TikTok and Instagram, as well as a giveaway for a Rebecca Dragonheart original mug. Yay. So stick around until the end. Mm-hmm. Thank you so much, everyone. All right, I'm just going to go over our list now. So if you are still waiting to hear your questions answered, I'm going to read out the order of our list.
Who we have left.
That's right. All right, next up on our list is Angela Wright. Then we have Taikisha Scott. Then Huelva Arredondo. Then Kim Boyd. Then Jacqueline Nazario. Then Alexis B. Then Rosa A. Then we have Garrett Jaguars. Then Cassie Vale. Then Brian Bramlett. Then Luli Souza. Then Lynn Braggs. Then Mark Desjardins. Then Neil Bernardo. Then Iowana K. Then Ann S. Then Lauren Wallace. Then we have Tammy Alamio. And that is it. Thank you so much, everyone. And just a reminder again, our list is closed, so we're not taking any more new donation questions to be answered on the live. Thank you so much to everyone who has donated so far, and we'll get you done in a minute here.
Mm-hmm. Aw, thank you, honey.
All right. Our next question here is from Angela Wright. Hello, Angela, who gets 5 questions.
All right.
Angela's first question is, will there be any contact between Guillermo and Giovanni in the future?
Yes. So it does look like it's not going to be the kind of contact, though, that you're thinking, okay? So it's minimal. Yeah.
All right. Angela's next question is he around her at all outside of texting?
No.
All All right, Angela's next question is, I feel like I'm trying. Guillermo is very distant, Guillermo is very distant still, but talks about moving in together. What's going on with him? Does he truly love me? I feel like sometimes it's just for the kids.
No, honey. I don't hear that. I mean, the kids are an important factor, of course, but there's definitely strong feelings still. Yes.
All right. Our next question is, what kind of job and salary do you see when I graduate? Will it be with Target?
So I do hear yes. Salary. I'm hearing. I mean, it's not. Yeah, I'm gonna say it's around 4,500 or 45,000 a year. That's what I hear.
All right, and Angela's last question is, will Gio find out Guillermo is back with me soon?
Yes. Yeah.
All right, thank you so much, Angela. Our next question here is from Taikisha Scott. Welcome back, Taikisha, who gets 3 questions. Mm-hmm. Taikisha's first question is, what can I expect for the next few months?
Okay, so stability, which is good. I do see that there is going to be financial security coming in for you, honey. So it does feel like you are going to be working. If you're not already doing so, it does feel like you will be doing some childcare, okay, honey? So it does look like you'll be working within the next 3 months.
All right. Taikisha's next question is, what month will I successfully conceive?
So it looks like it's not yet. You're going to be... they're saying it's next year for you, but it feels later in the year. I would say it's closer to this time next year.
All right. And Taikisha's last question is, when will Diego propose? We got my ring size and looked at rings. Yay!
Hey. Yeah, it looks like that's going to be happening before the year is up. I would say it's going to be kind of your Christmas present. So don't ruin it. Don't say anything, okay? But yeah, it feels like it's going to happen around the holidays for you.
All right. Thank you so much, Taikisha. And keep us posted.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Our next question is from Huelva Arredondo. Welcome back, Huelva, who gets 3 questions.
Yeah, right.
Huelva's first question here is, do you still see us having another baby? And if so, when do I conceive?
So I heard October right away, honey. So it is within the next couple of months. So you'll be pregnant, yeah.
All right, well, this next question is, I've been dreaming numbers. What does that mean?
So it depends on the numbers, but numbers are very important, and it is important that if you are seeing numbers, you are keeping track of them. Depending on what the numbers are, it does have certain meanings. I hear for you, it is messages from your guides. They are doing it through your dreams just because it's easier for you to hear them or accept them because it feels less scary and threatening. So what I would do is write the numbers down and then afterwards take a look at what the numbers all mean, because they all have different meanings is what I'm hearing, okay?
All right. Well, this next question is, when will our finances improve?
So it does look like it's not going to happen until around the mid 2024 is what I'm hearing, okay? So it looks like you're going to have a bit of fluctuation up until halfway through the year next year.
All right, thank you so much, Huelva. Our next question is from Kim Boyd. Hello, Kim.
Hi, Kim.
Who gets 5 questions.
Perfect.
Kim's first question here is, when will I get rid of my dissociation/derealization? I've had it nonstop for 4 years.
Mm-hmm. So it does feel like it's still hanging around for about 1.5 years is where I hear that it really gets released, okay? You're going to have to actively work at it, and it does look like you're going to do different methods. So I would say look for somebody in your area that specializes in it that can help you. Some alternative healings, okay, honey? Because that's going to help you a lot.
All right. Kim's next question is, should I be worried about bringing my best friend Abby around my boyfriend? I think she has feelings for him.
Yeah, I get you're not wrong there. So there is definitely, she tries to avoid it, but yeah, there's definitely an attraction.
All right. Kim's next question is, will me and my kids stay healthy during upcoming 6th season? I have terrible health anxiety after COVID.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah. I will say just make sure that you are boosting your immune system. So eating healthy, making sure the kids are eating healthy, and remind them about cleaning their hands properly. I mean, we know we're going into cold and flu season, so it most definitely is important that we do take care of ourselves and we are still, cleaning surfaces and that type of thing, and just remind them not to share food and share drinks and things like that so that they're not getting contaminated, okay?
All right. Yeah. Her next question is, when will my boyfriend propose?
It does look like that's going to be for 2024, honey, so it's next year.
All right, and her last question is, when will I have another baby?
I hear that you'll have baby in hand in a year and a half.
All right, thank you so much, Kim.
Mm-hmm.
Our next question here is from, one moment.
Mm-hmm.
Our next question is from Alana Pollock. Hello again.
Hi, Alana.
Who gets one more question.
Okay.
Alana's question here is, have Jeb and I experienced past lives together? And if so, what were they?
You've had several lives together. It does feel like this is somebody who has been a part of your soul group as well. So you guys have had lives together. It does feel like you've had lives where it wasn't romantic. So you have had friendships. You were definitely part of each other's life as relationship wise. It does feel to me like it's been several. So they're showing me, when they show me the timeline, it's like multiple. So this is somebody who you have a pretty deep connection with, is what I hear.
All right. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
And just a reminder, everyone, our list is closed, but email questions are available through the link in the bio if you want to get your questions answered that way.
Mm-hmm.
And we just made it to our like goal.
Nice.
Yay!
Good job. I'm going to turn this back on now, okay?
For sure. Which means that it's time for 5 free questions.
I'm sorry, I pointed it towards you, but I just need the air circulating.
We can't have it pointed at the phones because of the audio.
It's not at the phones. It's that way. Yeah.
All right. 5 free questions time. Great job, everyone. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Sorry, we just had a little change of our AC there. All right. Our first free question here is from Megan. Megan says, will I get the job at BB?
Oh, I heard no. Sorry, honey.
All right. Our next question is from, Nicole. Nicole says, does Justin think of me or miss me?
Sometimes, yes. You miss more here, though. Yeah.
All right, our next question is from Shaz. Shaz says, was the visit to his son Monday night only for the child?
Absolutely. Yes.
All right. Our next question is from Gades. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong. It's spelled Gates. Who says, will Richard and I have a romantic relationship? Should I give him a chance?
So what I hear is you will have an opportunity to be together. It doesn't look like this is your forever person, though, so just be prepared that it isn't going to last. Okay, honey?
All right. And our last free question, just for the moment, is from Andrea. Andrea says, does Janry love me, please?
Oh, absolutely. Yes. Very much so.
All right, thank you so much, everyone. You guys are awesome. We made it to 100,000 super chats. Our next like goal, if we can get there before the end of the live, is 150,000 likes. 150. If we make it there, we will do 5 more free questions from the comments.
That's right.
Thank you so much again. Mm-hmm. And remember, at the end of the live, we will be doing a giveaway for our top gifter, one of our subscribers on this live, and that includes any new subscribers, and a live audience member from both TikTok and Instagram, as well as a giveaway for a Rebecca Dragonheart original mug.
That's right.
So stick around until the end. All right, back to our list here. Our next question is from Jacqueline Nazario. Welcome back, Jacqueline. Her question here is, hello, Rebecca. My mother is soon to undergo a diagnosis of dementia or Alzheimer's. My question is, will she be able to get through with my sister? I have a difficult relationship with my mother and sister, and I don't know what to do.
She will, honey, and it does look like it's going to be dementia, is what they're going to diagnose her with. Yeah. She's going to be okay, though, and everybody's going to figure this all out, is what I hear.
All right, thank you, Jacqueline. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it's difficult.
Our next question here is from Alexis B. Hello, Alexis. Welcome back. We get 3 questions.
All right.
Alexis's first question is, hi, ladies. Rebecca, does Hakeem entertain or approach women when he's out with his friends? I know one of his friends is a real ladies' man, and they say birds of a feather, LOL.
No. He's very different. Much more honorable individual and not like his friends is what I hear. So, no, I don't get that. He'll be friendly, but he's definitely not going to, he's not going to do anything inappropriate is what I hear.
All right. Alexis's next question is, was Sid really heartbroken when I turned him down?
Yes. But that's okay.
and she's going to send the last by email.
Okay.
She says thank you.
Yeah, of course.
All right, thank you, Alexis. Our next question here is from Rosa A. Hello. Rosa says, hello,
Hi.
my name is Rosa, but I'm sending for my best friend's mobile.
Okay.
Do you see me getting married again? If yes, when?
So I do hear yes. They're saying not until 2026, though. So you will get married again, but 2026.
All right, thank you so much. Our next question is from Garrett Jaguars.
Hi,
She
Garrett.
has 5 questions. Welcome back, Garrett. Garrett's first question is, hello, ladies. Hope you are both doing well.
Thank you, honey.
He says, sorry to ask, but will I actually hear from Alexandria? I'm doing my healing, trying to at least. If so, timeline, please.
So you're definitely on the right journey, honey, and I do hear that you are starting to shift your energy. Again, it's just about feeling worthy, so that's where you've got to work on it. I mean, I want you to look at yourself more from the point of view of the greaterness of your soul. Who are you and what are you and who you really potentially could be, because this is going to help you to shift that, okay? With the two of you, until you feel okay with yourself and you feel worthy, it's not going to really solidify your timeline. So you do have a bit of a timeline that moves. It's very fluidic. I hear that for you, the way that you're going and how your healing is progressing, it doesn't feel like it's going to happen until around December, okay? But that being said, that can shift, and I know for a fact that when we do the work authentically, it moves it forward sooner, okay? So I don't want you to get disheartened that it's all the way until December. It's just that you have a lot of healing, recovery, and faith in yourself that needs to shift.
All right. Garrett's next question is, should I forgo the spring semester and just graduate this semester in the fall?
No, I hear you should. No, not this fall. It feels like it's too rushed. If you do it that way, you're not going to have enough time to do well, is what I hear. Don't rush it, is what they're saying, okay?
All right. And Garrett says, I will email my last 3 questions.
Sounds
Thank you,
good,
Rebecca.
honey. Of course.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Our next question here is from Cassie Vale.
Hi,
Hello,
Cassie.
who gets 5 questions.
Perfect.
Cassie's first question is, will Corey agree to / engage in couples counseling?
So it looks like it's going to be a little bit of a no at first, but eventually, yes, it looks like that will be agreed upon. Yeah. It's just going to be a little bit of convincing needs to be happening there.
All right. Cassie's next question is, will Corey and I rebuild / repair our marriage?
Yeah, it looks like you definitely will be able to do so. Yeah.
All right. Our next question is, will Corey be sent on the tour that leaves December 2023?
Oh, I hear yes. Yeah. That's tough, eh?
All right. Next question is there a message from my uncle Daryl?
So Daryl seems to be around. It's interesting because he's very much involved in your relationship. It does feel like I've been watching over you, been trying to help to bring the two of you together to heal this situation. So he has been around for the relationship stuff, I hear. So I think he wants you to know that he is still hanging around and he is still trying to guide you and help you from the other side, specifically around your relationship is what I hear. Yeah. He shows me a little black dog. So usually when they show me those types of things, it's just their way of validating that they are around. Okay, so this little black dog he's saying is around and this is his validation.
All right. And Cassie's last question here is, what does my spirit team want me to know right now?
More than anything, honey, you really, you got to take advantage of this time to purge, to get rid of and remove anything that's been getting in the way. You have healing that isn't necessarily easy to deal with, that has to be removed and purged, okay? And it feels to me like it's like your youth trauma, so it's from your childhood and your younger years. So utilize this time because that's what retrograde is all about. Mercury retrograde helps us to purge things that are in our way that are stopping us from moving forward. So do some inner child work, and I hear purge that out. So journal, write it out, get it out as much as you can so that you don't have it holding you back anymore, okay?
All right. Thank you so much, Cassie.
Yes.
Our next question is from Brian Bramlett. Hello, welcome back. Who says, will Robin ever try to contact me again?
No, I don't hear you will get a contact from Robin. Sorry, honey.
All right, thank you, Brian. Our Our next question is from Luli Souza. Welcome back. Who gets 3 questions. Luli's first question is.
You are going.
Oh, it said that it froze. A couple people said it froze.
Oh. Is it good now? Am I frozen on your end? You are going to have the ability. You are going to have the ability.
She couldn't hear her first.
Okay. So what was her first question?
When will I stop cleaning houses for a living? I'm grateful but tired.
Yes. So as I said, with your career-wise, it looks like you're going to be able to slow down. You're not going to be stopping within the next 6 months to a year. It's always going to be something you're going to go back to. So it is where anytime that you need to make money, you're going to go back to cleaning is what I hear. So it's not something you're going to let go of completely. But you will be able to slow down how often you're doing it or how much you have to do it within the next 6 months to a year. Okay.
All right. And you said my house will be fixed soon. What's her other question?
So January is when I see it completed, but it does look like some of it's fixed before then. But fully completed not till January is what I hear.
And Luli's last question is, I will have a success in my career of beauty artist through social media.
So it's going to take some time, but yes, I do hear that it is going to be something that you will be successful at. And they're saying you need to learn more about the online stuff. Okay, so if you can take like an online course on how to market yourself online, and a business course on how to do that. Okay, and then it will take. They're saying it's going to take a couple of years for it to be successful enough for you to be okay, financially speaking. But yeah, it is worth it. So do as I say, and you'll do really well. Is what I hear.
All right. Thank you so much, Luli. She says thank you.
Of course, honey. Of course.
All right, and thank you for letting. All right, and thank you for letting us know it froze, you guys.
Yes.
Letting us know it froze, you guys.
Yes. Yes. Thank you so much, you guys.
She says appreciate you.
Thank you. I appreciate you too, guys.
All right. Our next question here is from Lynn Braggs. Hello, Lynn. Who gets 3 questions?
All right.
Lynn's first question is, Hi. I have to get an X-ray done. Will they find anything on it?
It looks like not so much on the X-ray. It looks like you may need to do an ultrasound to get a bigger or broader picture of what's happening. Okay, honey. So don't. When they do the X-ray, I would ask also if they can do an ultrasound as well.
All right. Lynn's next question is, will I hear good news about my son's SSI case this Friday if I call?
So what I hear is, again, you need somebody who's going to advocate or help with the process of things, but I do hear that it is going to be processed pretty quickly here once you get that advocate in. Yeah, not so much on Friday. I hear it's going to still be a little bit, but you're going to have the processing done soon is what they're saying. Okay?
All right. And Lynn's last question is, will I buy a car in September or October?
No, October, I hear. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Lynn.
Yes.
Our next question here is from Mark Desjardins, who gets 3 questions.
All
Welcome
right.
back, Mark.
Yeah, Mark.
Mark's first question is, how is Zola recovering?
Oh, she's doing well, honey, and it does feel like you're doing a good job with, like, just helping her along. Yeah, you're being a good pet parent.
Mark's next question is, what did C think/feel when we texted the other day? What's next?
Excitement is what I hear, and definitely was very happy. Continue on with the communication, and it's going to get closer is what I hear. So you guys are going to get closer.
All right, and Mark's last question is, was I successful at yesterday's interview? Will I be considered?
I feel like you have done a good job with that interview, honey, and yeah, it definitely feels like you did a good job with it, so I'm not worried for you at all. Yeah. Keep me posted, okay?
All right, thank you so much, Mark.
Yeah.
Our next question is from Neil Bernardo.
Hi,
Welcome
Neil.
back, Neil, who gets 3 questions.
All right.
Good to see you again.
Yes. You are going to have the ability to not be necessarily doing it full time. Get a bigger or broader picture of what's happening, okay, honey? So don't, when they do the X-ray, I would ask also if they can do an ultrasound as well.
All right, Lynn's next question is, will I hear good news about my son's SSI case this Friday if I call?
So what I hear is, again, you need somebody who's going to advocate or help with the process of things, but I do hear that it is going to be processed pretty quickly here once you get that advocate in. Yeah, not so much on Friday. I hear it's going to still be a little bit, but you're going to have the processing done soon, is what they're saying. Okay.
All right, and Lynn's last question is, will I buy a car in September or October?
No, October, I hear. Yeah.
All right, thank you so much, Lynn.
Yes.
Our next question here is from Mark Desjardins, who gets 3 questions.
All
Welcome
right.
back, Mark.
Yeah, Mark.
Mark's first question is, how is Zola recovering?
Oh, she's doing well, honey, and it does feel like you're doing a good job with, like, just helping her along. Yeah, you're being a good pet parent.
Mark's next question is, what did C think/feel when we texted the other day? What's next?
Excitement is what I hear, and definitely was very happy. Continue on with the communication, and it's going to get closer is what I hear. So you guys are going to get closer.
All right, and Mark's last question is, was I successful at yesterday's interview? Will I be considered?
I feel like you have done a good job with that interview, honey, and yeah, it definitely feels like you did a good job with it. So I'm not worried for you at all. Yeah. Keep me posted, okay?
All right, thank you so much, Mark.
Yeah.
Our next question is from Neil Bernardo.
Hi,
Welcome
Neil.
back, Neil, who gets 3 questions.
All right.
Good to see you again.
Yes, always.
Neil says, hi, ladies.
Hi.
It's me again, Neil. Will my former content strategy team be dissolved or expand?
So it looks like it's going to expand. Yeah, I don't see it dissolving.
All right. Neil's next question is my current manager someone I could trust?
Somewhat. Not overly with personal things, because they tend to share. So just be careful about personal things.
All right, and Neil's last question is, what does Angelito think or feel about me at the moment? Earlier today, he was a bit offish in the mention of my name during the call, but maybe I'm just exaggerating. Thank you so much.
I think you're reading a little bit too much into it. It does feel like there's just a little bit of distraction or something going on, and that's what you were feeling more than anything. It does feel like there isn't any ill feeling, so I don't get that sense at all. It does feel positive to me. So when you come up, it's not necessarily negative. It just feels like what you were reading into was just something that was going on in that space at that time. You weren't there for it, so you don't get to see it, but that's what it feels like. It wasn't you in particular, okay? So don't take it personal. It wasn't you.
All right, thank you so much, Neil.
Yes.
Our next question is from Ioana K. Hello,
Hi, honey.
Who gets 3 questions.
Okay.
Iwana's first question is, hello, girls. Nice to see you again. I was wondering, when will I meet my forever person? Can you tell me something about him?
So it looks like it's about 10 months away for you, and they are saying that the timeline with you is very movable, okay? So you just have to get ready. There is some clearing of old relationships that once you clear it, you can bring that timeline sooner, but 10 months at this point is what I hear. Dark hair, dark eyes, darker complexion is what I see. Very tall, slender build, dresses very nicely. So, like, really likes expensive clothing is what I see. So it is dressed very well. Yeah.
All right. Iwana's next question here is, my love interest at this moment is George, born in 2005, 1994.
Mm-hmm.
Can you please tell me what will happen between us?
So with you two, there is a lot of unresolved energy. The important thing here is to know that there is, this isn't a relationship that is forever. It is something that is supposed to be worked through. You're going to have a lot of communication, but it feels like that communication hasn't happened yet. The two of you are in very different places, is what I hear. And so what you need and where you're going is very different from George. That being said, it does feel like you have unresolved energy and you do have unresolved business from, the past is what they're saying. So there is stuff you have to work through, and it really feels important for you to sit down and have a conversation about the past and about things that have happened before.
All right, her last question is, will I be financially independent in the future or well off? And if so, how?
I hear for you, there is going to be financial stability. It feels to me like that's about 3 years away. So you do have a little bit of this up and down fluctuating energy until then. That being said, though, you're always taken care of. So I don't ever hear that you're struggling. It just feels like sometimes it's not quite as good as others. But you are going to be stable and very secure within 3 years is what I hear.
All All right, thank you so much, Iwana. Our next question is from Ann S. Hello. Welcome back. Here. Anne says, what job will I have next, and when will this happen?
Okay, so it looks like you're going to be doing some kind of receptionist work. So you're going to be, it feels to me like it's with the medical field. So you're either a receptionist at a Medi Center or something like that. So it feels like you're doing the intake of patients and things like that is what I'm hearing. It looks like that's going to be happening by October for you. Okay, honey?
All right, thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
And our next question is from Lauren Wallace. Hello, Lauren.
Hi, Lauren.
3 questions.
Perfect.
Lauren's first question here is, hi, ladies.
Hi.
The other day you said that Kanal will respond to my text about getting drinks, but he still hasn't yet. Is he going to? When?
Yeah, I hear that you will. It feels like it'll be this weekend that you guys actually do have an opportunity to get together. Okay, so it's happening this week where the communication will be, yes, we can.
All right. Lauren's next question is, should I text him again or wait for him to text me?
Yeah, you can text again. So sometimes what ends up happening with people is we're very busy and we have all of the intention in the world to respond, but we get busy and then we forget to. So feel free. It doesn't feel like you couldn't respond again. It does feel like it's okay for you to do so.
All right. And Lauren's last question is, any messages around him and I in general?
I would say don't take things too personally when it feels. So sometimes your feelings and your thoughts get a little carried away. So don't take things too personally. It just feels like this individual is very busy sometimes and forgetful is what I hear. Okay, so they're not intentionally trying to do that, but they do seem to be a forgetful type of person.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you so much. And our last question here on our list went by so fast.
It sure did, hey?
Is from Tammy Alamio.
Hi,
Tammy
Tammy.
gets 5 questions.
All right.
Here. 1 second. All right. Tammy's first question is, hi, beauties. What a great team. You so much love to you all.
Thank you so much, honey.
She says, October will be a year since I've seen Brent in person and very little phone contact over the past 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
As you know, I'm giving him his space while he figures out how to walk away from the situation.
Mm-hmm.
Will any of this distance change or improve anytime soon?
Yeah, so the fact that you've given the space is good, honey, because you, need to also clear up some energy for yourself and where you want things to be. I do hear by October, November for the both of you, it does feel like things get a little bit more figured out. I do hear there's more communication around November, okay? So it does feel like you will, that's going to pick up. It just, it takes time for things to shift and change, especially because there is this like situationship, right? And so it's got to be worked through, but it takes time and not the fastest individual in the world when it comes to change. Some people really have a hard time with change and he feels like the type of person that does really have a difficult time and is very uncomfortable with big change.
All right. Tammy's next question is, he was always so open with his feelings of love for me. Mm-hmm. Will he be able to open up to me and tell me how he truly feels again? Or have those feelings gone away now?
They haven't gone away, honey. What I would say is because of the situation and because it is a complicated thing, it's like I got to do this first and then I can come back to you. So let him go through what he's going through. You've done your end, so you've got to just continue taking care of you during this time. But I do hear that he is going to open up to you again, so it doesn't feel like it's lost. Okay?
All right. Next question is just double checking that we will be together again. I know, in divine timing, but timeline?
Yeah. So with the two of you, again, until that situation on his side gets rectified and it really gets decided, because that's the thing that he's having a hard time with, is how to move forward. There can't be that whole situation yet, right? So the relationship itself, it does feel like it starts kind of around the November part, but it's not going to become a serious relationship until 2024. So you will have communication, which is nice, and at least he's going to put in the effort starting November is what I hear, okay?
All right, and Tammy's last question here is, I don't go to many readers, but one did tell me that we are twin flames.
Mhm.
Do you feel that? I guess that would explain this difficult journey. Not very
Absolutely.
spiritual, so I don't know if he knows he needs to feel to bring us together. Oh, goodness.
Yeah, he doesn't know. But that doesn't mean that they can't get there, right? Again, when you have a twin flame situation, you've got to work on you because that helps that situation on the other side, right? Because as you're working on yourself, then they get that upgrade as well. So yeah, I would agree with that. It does feel very much because of all the complication and the fact that you guys can't seem to break away from each other really does make me feel that that is an accurate description of things. Don't worry so much on his end, honey. Again, you have to focus on yourself during this healing process so that it can be shared with him. Okay?
All right, thank you so much, Tammy.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the end of our list.
Okay. Woohoo! We did it.
Thank you so much, everyone.
All right, here's the fun times now.
Yes.
So
Giveaway time.
you guys already know what to do. Put your name in with a purple heart if you've been here before, a yellow heart if you are brand new. We're going to give away a gift for a subscriber from our TikTok, a live audience member from TikTok, and a live audience member from Instagram, as well as our top gifter. And one of you is going to win a Rebecca Dragonheart original mug, 16-ounce coffee, tea, whatever you want to put in it mug. I love it. It's great. And you won't find this design anywhere else because it is a design that I made myself. Yeah.
All right.
Alrighty.
Give them a second to put their
Yes,
names
you betcha.
in
You
here.
betcha. You betcha. Oh, look, I see some yellow hearts. Welcome,
Oh,
welcome.
hello.
All right. And if you are following me on TikTok, I'm also on Instagram and YouTube as well. So you can follow me there if you do want to revisit the lives. I post them to YouTube and they are instantly uploaded onto Instagram after I'm done the live as well. All right.
All right,
So
so ready
let's-
for our subscriber.
5?
Sure.
Sure? Okay. So 5 scrolls. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Who is it?
It is Jennifer Stover.
Nice. Jennifer. Yay. You want an extra question, honey? So send that over to me by email, RebeccaDragonheart44@gmail.com. Let me know you were my subscriber from TikTok Live today. And please put your username in, okay, honey?
Congratulations.
All right.
1 second.
Yes. Just marking our name down?
Yeah.
Perfect.
All right.
All right. Audience member time.
Yeah.
Let's do 7.
Sure.
Okay.
All right, ready?
Yep.
1,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7.
It is Jess Schaffer.
All right. Wait, my fingers don't work. You want an extra question, honey? Okay, so send that over to me by email, RebeccaDragonheart44@gmail.com. Let me know you were my TikTok audience member winner from today's live, and please put your username in with the email, okay?
Congratulations.
Yeah. Okay, so let's do our Instagram poll. 3
Sure. For our Instagram winner. From the bottom or the top?
from the bottom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ready?
Go.
1,
2, and 3.
Our Instagram winner is Emma Dez.
All right, Emma does. Emma, you won an extra question, honey. Yay! So send that over to me by email, RebeccaDragonheart44@gmail.com. Please let me know you were my Instagram live audience member winner today. I can't talk. And put your username in, okay?
All right. Thank you so much.
Yes.
And now for our mug.
Our mug. We're going to give away this, Bella. You pick the number.
Sure. Let's do 4.
4?
Yeah.
Sounds good. All right.
For our mug.
1, 2, 3, and 4.
It is Nicole MCD88.
All right, Nicole, you win. So what I need from you, Nicole, is your first, your last name. You're going to email this to me, RebeccaDragonheart44@gmail.com. First and last name, your mailing address, and your phone number for the post office so that if they need to contact you when it's on its way, they can, okay? So I'll need all that information from you, honey. Just email that to me, okay?
All right.
All right.
Tammy said that she'll be emailing her last question because we don't do it.
Perfect. Sounds good.
All right. Now for our top gifter.
Top gifter?
Top gifter today is Veronica.
You're so amazing, Veronica. All right, there we go. You got an extra question, honey. You know what to do. You've been here before. Alrighty, I will see you guys on the next live. So I do still have email questions up for you. You can still purchase those. I won't be live tomorrow, but within the next couple of days, I will be live again. Okay, everybody? Have a fantastic rest of your week, and I will see you on the next live. If you are somebody who wants to get notifications that I am going live, we do have an email sign-up list where we do mass email everybody to let them know when I am going live. Feel free to sign up with that. You can find it in the link in my bio, okay? Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you, honey.